no pressure. Surrounded by dogs, giving you game, we giving you lecture. Say thank you to God, we got another day to be better. And if it get hard, just need another day with the fellas. We bout to give you that work. Say your name man like it's church. We finna give you that work. Just like Serena we serve. You want the truth by your shirt. My phone get fly like birds. But we all lost boys, no search.
Welcome to another episode of the Nun The Wizer podcast. I am here with La Familia. We got the head honcho to my right, the one, the only Trip in the building. Show that man some love.
What's Give him some claps.
Yeah, let's do that.
We got the audio engineer extraordinaire to my left, Mr. Podcast Poe in the building. And we got who we will not show on camera, but my sister, Miss iMac in the building, holding down the cameras. Thank you for doing that, holding us down at this late night hour. And of course, you got me, Walkster is always on it, always honest. And we're here with another episode.
I'm not fucking with that shit, because that's not bullshit. Nigga gave me a weak ass.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
What he said the head honcho.
Oh shit.
The HNIC.
I said, hey, the nigga said,
all I heard was
what do you
Trip.
want me to say? You want me to bow down to your motherfucking...
He said, hey, this is Trip, and moving on.
He had the longest one.
That's what it felt like.
No.
Well, you'll see it on camera.
Rhyme scheme going on over here.
Because I'm the host,
Always
I gotta have something cool.
That's
like,
funny.
Jesus
man,
Christ.
That was fire, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was hard. That was hard. Gunshot.
So... yeah, guys, first off, I missed you guys. I
Same,
love you,
man.
know what I mean?
Likewise, man.
I think I hit you yesterday saying that.
I was like, did he just say that? I was tear up my eye because I was laying in this half bed. Feel a lot better today. Before we get into today's topic, which is breaking up with your friends, which is very traumatizing, and we're just going to get into that.
I'm telling you.
There's been a little we've had some breakups even on this very podcast. But before we get into that, because we've all made up, we all love each other. How was you guys' week? Who wants to go first?
You? Me?
Yeah, you.
Week or weekend? What we want to do?
Well,
Want to do the week?
Let's do the weekend.
Let's do the weekend.
Let's do the weekend. I know somebody got in the water. Did you get in the water on purpose today? This time?
Yeah, no. This time it was intentional.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Let's go.
We got one. We got one.
Yes. Every time we record, somebody that's walking past these nice big windows, they always like stop and show us some love. So that's
fire.
what happened. But my weekend was lit.
Yes, I seen your snap. I was jealous. I said that looks like
water.
Where'd you guys go?
Great Wolf Lodge. So
always wanted to go,
Noah is turning 9. So it was to celebrate his birthday.
Happy birthday.
He got the honor roll 2 semesters so far, and then
Hold on. Applause. Stop playing.
Give that. You got a gunshot there for that, man?
Soraya's been doing awesome in school, so we were just like, you know what?
Shout out to the parenting.
Let's go and take them.
Congrats.
Dakota's just Dakota. So anyhow, with that being said, had a blast. Like
when you go to Great Wolf Lodge, is that like a weekend thing or is it like a day thing? How does that work?
It's all weekend thing, day thing, week.
So you have an option to do
whatever you want.
Did you go for the day?
We went for the weekend.
The weekend. Okay.
Yeah,
that's dope.
So that is fire.
With that being said, blast. Kids had fun. Dakota swear she could swim. Had a life vest on, but it was.
I hope she did better than bro.
Who?
Than bro that almost drowned.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
we didn't have none of those incidents, but
that's good.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's good. Wait, could you swim?
Yes.
Oh, I can't.
Like for real swim, or like I'm good in 5 feet.
Nah, I can swim.
You guys
5
can't
feet
swim?
for him is like. I feel like you said that in a really judging way.
Oh, sorry.
But no, I can't.
guys
No, y'all
can't
need to
swim?
get that together though. I think
I agree.
One summer, I think this summer,
of black people
I'm going to get that together.
die from swimming a year.
You know what's crazy? I think that if my life depended on it,
Die from drowning, not swimming.
You'd still die.
no. I
That's
think
the worst time.
I know.
To try to figure it out.
I know, but I feel like I've tried enough in like 6 feet to where like my head's just right here. I'm like, oh shoot.
That shit don't be making your chest tight.
And I'm able to do this.
Different.
But it don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just walk back to like the shallow end.
My panic is when I put my head under the water. When I put my head under the water, if I feel like I ain't never coming back.
And it's like,
You got it.
It's very scary. I haven't done it in a while, but
I should learn how to swim.
Shout out to y'all that know how to swim. Like how long? Like it don't
I've been
scare
swimming
y'all.
since I was like 3.
Swimming literally scares me.
No, me too.
Because I be trying to like dead man float, and then I just feel like.
But
I'm
I feel
about to
like
die.
that's ancestral trauma.
It
could be.
Definitely.
It is, 'cause
But
I have that
the
with
reality of the
dogs.
situation is you can motherfucking die from swimming. Let's not like.
And
Yeah.
I
And I
think
Forget
that's
that.
the
You
thing.
can't.
I like.
Yeah.
My mind is always in alignment with this is the last time I'm being in this water. I'm about to die.
I think the other part is like I kind of just avoid water at some point. Like if I'm going to the beach, I know I'm not going to the beach. Like I'm gonna be in the sand for real.
Like,
I don't
none
really
of
like
them?
to swim in like open water.
Me
like
neither.
That. I'm not gonna lie.
Like you give me a nice
could,
pool,
but
and you got that rope in the middle that says, "Yo, you cross that, you die." I'm not crossing.
the rope.
I am actually like big on water rides. Like
I'm cool with water rides too.
I mean, granted,
We
I
did
fall
that.
off.
So Great Wolf had that
I
too.
feel like I'm tall enough that even if I fall off, I can like stand up and be okay. I like water. I just can't.
I'm kind of scared of the water slides though. Like
I'm scared of the
waterfall
tube.
What?
part.
Those just be fire.
Yeah.
It's cool,
word.
but the whole idea of
drop
it being
one?
halfway, and then you have to like literally. if
Oh,
you
yeah,
go
that
the
was
wrong way,
crazy.
You out of here.
Now I almost
Didn't
drowned
somebody
in
die
the
from that last year?
I think they like flew
Somebody
off that
flew
bitch.
off. They died. Yeah.
They died. I ain't
Yes.
never getting on that one again
So that's
yeah,
crazy.
because I did that one
Because
a couple times.
all it takes is for you to just have your body a certain way
Yeah.
and your ass is out of nah, bro.
Nah, I definitely almost flipped and like drowned. But I was like, all right, nah, you can't be dying over here.
Honestly, I think I
Crazy.
panic a little bit more if it was like a closed tube and like just being and
Nah,
not
the-
seeing when I'm gonna like exit
Close
that
to
joint.
it brings a sense of like, all right, I'm safe. At least I'm in this motherfucker.
Nah, it'd be too dark.
For me,
fuck,
I
they
think
be lit.
no,
Kick
they be
it
lit.
in.
Dark.
I
It depends
think
on
I'm gonna
what-
get
what-
stuck.
which one
Like,
you get in.
like what if the water ain't really watering inside the tube, and now it's
But listen,
now I'm stuck, and I'm just like,
so it's not even a lot of water.
Somebody
like
come
that,
kick me
right?
in the neck or
It's
something,
just
bro.
enough to keep
Niggas like,
you going, right? I'm trying to like. It's hard to explain, but it's
yeah, no, it's like a little trickle
Just
down,
enough.
right? Yeah, but I don't want to. It might be dry in one spot, and I just get stuck like on the arm or something. Like,
I'm gonna teach y'all
The
how
head.
to swim.
yeah,
No, seriously, I would love to learn how to swim. So if this summer, if you can figure that out for me,
Nah.
that's definitely
The
something
why.
on my bucket
I know
bucket
during
list.
COVID,
what?
the why was like
do it.
everybody.
No, I'm dead serious.
no, but let's do it for content too, though.
That'd
I'll
be-
do it.
yeah, I
I'll
got
do
you.
it live.
I don't know
I
if
just
I'm
took
willing
my
to be
dad bought a
embarrassed
house
like that.
with a pool, so
Yeah,
Because it's gonna look crazy.
Nah, I'll do it.
You
y'all
go
not
first.
looking wild.
You go first. Because if
funny.
you look too crazy, I'll be like, nah. That's some great.
Oh, I'm gonna
content
look
we got.
crazy.
Right.
How was your weekend?
My weekend, it was really good, man. It was really good. So nobody knows, but I've been looking for an apartment for like the last like 3 to 4 months. Nah, like
Last
two,
month.
like yeah, like month and a half to 2 months. I stretched it just now, crazy. But and we found one and signed the lease today. Signed it.
You
Oh,
told me that you guys signed the lease.
Hold on, let me get some
that,
play.
yeah.
Nigga, you said you was tired of hot. Why would you not? Okay.
But I said, I told you, like because for me it's like.
Until you in, you ain't.
So today we paid the deposit for it to get in, but we still gotta pay a large.
pay $40,000.
Yeah, damn there. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's exciting for real.
That's
finally got
crazy.
a crib. Me and all the shorty, the kids. We good. We good. We in there.
I'm happy for
You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
So yeah, bro. Yeah, thank you.
Excuse me. Yeah, my weekend was not as exciting as you guys. I edited some of our work because we out here working our asses off.
Ooh,
Okay.
We've been trying to.
for sure.
So I've been trying to like stay focused on the stuff that we've been talking about. I was a little under the weather. As you guys know, I've been sick. But for the most part, it was good. My aunt made some really good food.
We don't got none.
I was gonna say what happened to them to the wings.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
she owe us.
So it was her birthday weekend. That's why she didn't cook.
Oh,
because
happy birthday.
She got surprised, and then there was another surprise.
She's the podcast auntie, by the way.
No, seriously.
It was her birthday. this
Speaking of
weekend.
that weekend, it was her birthday, so her son
I thought you were talking
surprised her
about
and
today.
took her out, so she wasn't
Nice.
home to cook. But yeah, overall, this weekend was very productive for me, which for me is a good thing because
Yeah, we got
I
shit
don't
to
be
do.
having the goddamn energy. So
Right.
to have the energy to sit behind a computer and get shit done, I was like, yes, let's go.
Fire.
Yeah, so I had a great weekend. It was dope, and I bought some headphones that I hated, had to take back.
Ooh.
$85.
What kind of headphones?
They was Soundcore, but they were supposed to be noise cancellation, but I could hear everything. So So I was like, yeah.
Whoa, what was
then
the
I
brand?
went on,
What was the brand?
Soundcore. I actually bought Soundcore stuff in the past that I actually like. But then I wound up buying some headphones for like $25 off of Amazon. And them shits are amazing. Way better.
Send me the
Are they ones
But
the
they
ones
don't
that
have
go
the
over your
wire.
head, or are they
They're
buds?
over the head, Bluetooth only.
Yeah, no. With the noise cancellation and everything.
the noise cancellation
Send me
is
that
solid.
because I need a new pair for work.
Yeah, so-
I be in there with my old joints. Just,
But yeah, overall I had a great weekend.
Which ones?
the ones that I be talking on sometimes, and you know how they.
And they actually
Trip like, yo, call me back, man. Just call me back.
I actually called my brother on them, and they actually sound really good. When you
Oh, let's go. Yeah, send me that ASAP.
For the price, they were like $39.99 with a $10 coupon, and I had like $6 or something.
You got that coupon still?
The coupon comes with it.
Oh, I'm about
so
to
you
say
just
that.
have to click the button.
I bet.
Yo, side note, Amazon be having some crazy goddamn discounts. Like you'll be like, yeah, $40 with a $20 coupon. You just click the button, it comes off.
So my new shit has been I have the Capital One savings hooked up to Safari.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever I'm shopping for whatever, it goes through like a shit ton of codes, and it always finds something.
Oh, you gotta share that.
Yeah, please
Wait, you said
do.
Capital
Capital
One
One savings.
I
have Chase. God damn it. I wonder if the Chase does it.
I need to rewind a little bit about my weekend. So, Micah just got paid for his first writing a songwriting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Already on
shout
the
out to
waiting list.
Mike McPherson. That's my old Christian hip hop manager.
That's dope.
And yeah, so we've been like, penning out songs for artists and things like that. Micah wrote a song, and
How do you
payment
feel
came
about that
through.
accomplishment?
How did he feel? How did I
Yeah,
feel?
how does-
He
Not you.
well,
nigga.
well.
It's not your
How does
accomplishment.
he feel?
He's geeked because he bought a PlayStation, the wheel and the
really?
pedal and stuff.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
he got enough money to do
Dad,
that
I
with
want.
it?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh, that's fire.
He's like, Dad, I want. I'm like, yo, come on, man, I got you, man. You worked for it, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So-
right. You
That's
earned
dope.
that.
And then today he was like, yo, Dad, can I have a game too? And he had some left over. But we had McDonald's, so I was like, "Yo, I got you tomorrow because it's not there no more." But I got you.
Yo,
Parents and
He's like, I
one-on-one.
spent it.
He was
You
like,
make
Dad,
money,
but I
we
had
make money.
I had like 60 left, and I was like, yeah, nah, I got you tomorrow. Just listen to what I'm telling you.
What
Yeah,
the fuck y'all get
tomorrow.
from McDonald's?
It's 12 of us.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
it's
So
not-
It is matter, y'all.
yeah. But I'm proud of
using that app?
Micah. I'm proud of you, boy.
No, that's
fine.
I'm proud of you. That
I've obviously been a fan since.
amazing.
That McDonald's app will get you where you need to be.
Yeah, no,
nah,
there be
that's a
deals
fact.
on the
Them points.
McDonald's app.
All right, I got like 4,500 sitting there. I can't eat no more.
4,500. Yo,
That's a lot of
swing.
points.
Can you swing your points?
I don't know.
Nah,
if I-
you can't.
can't.
Transfer them, send them. That would be fire.
Y'all can do it together.
McDonald's.
Yeah, swing the points.
Be able to send the points to people.
Yeah, but if you spend a $60,
But no, you could
all
always
those points
you could always
missed
put the
out on?
order
Yeah,
in though.
yeah.
You could always put the order. Like you can call Walk
And I-
ask him to put the
yeah.
Oh
order
yeah, I
in
can
at
just give you
whatever
my code.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it's like a 4-digit code, so yeah, it's not
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, we about to
you know.
eat for free,
Yeah,
my
we
boy.
eating as soon as we leave here.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, because I can't eat McDonald's no more. So yeah,
did.
I'm crazy.
Wow.
I could do
Oh, you
fries.
don't-
I could do fries.
Okay. I'm about to say you don't even.
That's the only thing I want is the fries. I
Yo,
can't even do it.
I'm like jealous of y'all because y'all really be like on y'all like eating better stuff.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I have been eating very poorly.
Yeah, I
as
have
far
too.
as
I'm not gonna
salt
hold you.
content. I actually have an appointment in the morning with my dietitian for the first. Side note, these motherfuckers, I call them, they're gonna say, "Oh, we can't get you an appointment until March 21st for a dietitian." I said, "I have kidney disease.
Yeah,
I
y'all
can't wait
gonna
that
fuck
long."
around and kill
They
me.
said, "Oh, we'll get you in tomorrow." How
What?
the fuck you go from March 21st to tomorrow?
They made
I'm
it
about
work.
to milk the shit out this.
Oh,
kidney
you
disease.
better,
Right. Next time I'm
better.
Cause what?
About to go to the
They said
grocery
tomorrow-
store.
they
like,
went from
listen,
March
I
21st
need to
to
skip this
tomorrow?
line.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, kidneys are so. Can I get in front of you?
Yeah.
But
You gonna find that person that ain't moved by that shit.
Oh,
at
they
all.
gonna
they're
be
like,
like,
bitch, I got kidney disease too. Fuck you.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's
You
funny.
gonna find that girl that went live talking about.
What the HIV?
That's not funny. Let's stop.
You see my face? I'm like,
All right, so let's
That's a
let's,
serious disease.
let's get back to what we were talking about
Yeah.
today.
His
So,
disease ain't serious.
it is serious. It's chronic. I'm about to be on disability. About to get this money here.
She said, "Nah."
you just need a new
Not the
kidney
girl.
or some shit.
They said, "You gonna be alright.
Right.
You ain't passing it to
She
nobody."
can't get no new nothing. That's done.
Nah, that's facts. I'd be like, you can keep that glass, baby girl.
Right.
That's tough.
That's just crazy.
That shit is crazy. I feel so bad for her. Hopefully she don't come out later talk about it was just a joke. But why she wait so long? October to February is crazy.
She's probably processing.
Yeah, processing like that's that. All right, so could we give the little backstory just so that people know what we're talking about, because I hate watching any podcast or anything, and
I mean, it's on here, but you could give it. We were recording at the beginning when it was on live.
You forgot.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. All right, so yeah, with that being said, man, where is her friends?
I don't even know who this person is.
I was gonna say, and I'm not too familiar on what's going on, so I'm just gonna listen and hope that I get some insight.
It's not like we know them personally. I sent it to the chat, but she just went live talking about somebody gave her HIV.
Oh, that okay. Got you.
Yeah,
I missed it.
I mean, 5 months is a lot of time to process, but it wouldn't take me 5 months to be willing to post that shit on the internet. I don't know if I'm ever posting that shit on the internet. That's brave.
Damn. I wouldn't, but a lot of people these days are very vocal about their situations.
Well, I think when it's in the name of again, awareness, like, I guess I get it. Yeah. That and like,
just so you know,
you did this to me.
You could do it to anybody.
Yeah.
Nah, you did this to me, so nigga, everybody's finna know about you and me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. That's a little bit of a get back. I mean, I feel like we can use that as a segue into friend breakups.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's why I was saying though, like,
cause you definitely ain't my fucking friend no more.
You ain't nothing.
You ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's tough.
You ain't nothing. So, our topic of discussion today is about friend breakups, and I'm trying to how do we divulge into this? I feel like we've all experienced. I was gonna say,
have you guys?
Yeah, we've all experienced a friend breakup. Mm-hmm. I guess my curiosity is not necessarily when it's a known breakup. You ever have those good friends and they just vanish?
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's in alignment with a friend breakup?
No.
Well, yes, because obviously you guys are not friends anymore.
I don't.
I'm gonna say yes, just because again, if we were friends and then we just naturally start fading away and not speaking, like, it's like dating. Like, when you fuck with somebody and then just one day it just turns into like, okay, we used to speak every day, now it's like every 3 days, and then before you know it, it's every
once
3
a month,
weeks.
and then
like, it's just all bad. But I mean, it's not the worst.
I don't know. I have some friends that we might speak a few times a year, and every time that we speak, sometimes it's more impactful than the friends that I speak to on a more consistent basis. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you'll have those friends that are like, yo, like, when you see them after 6 months, it's like it's only been 2 days.
Mm-hmm. Well, are you speaking about that, or you're speaking about not being friends?
I'm saying like
well, just the vanishing.
It's of friends. Like you have those friends that you was like, yo, I used to party with this nigga every weekend, and now you like ran into him at the train station, and it's like weird. Like, like I can't even believe we ever were friends. Right. It's like how do those moments happen? Like, because obviously if you have like a big falling out with someone, that kind of makes more sense. Right. But it's like the disposal of a friendship that was strong. It's like, how does it dissipate like that?
I think it depends on how it ended or why it ended. I think if it was like a natural progression of, we're just going in 2 different directions.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of that.
It doesn't feel as bad. If it's like, nah, I had to stop fucking with you because you did some foul shit. I just didn't feel to address it because I already addressed it before. Right. So we're not talking about it no more. That's when it's just like, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, other than that.
What would you guys say is one of the most impactful friend breakups that you guys had? You don't have to say names or anything, but I mean, you can, I guess, if you want. For me, I'm trying to think.
Most impactful?
Or one that
hurts.
That really hurt. Like, it was like, damn, like, that's a friendship that I wish would have continued.
I mean, I think that we both
I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree for you guys for sure.
Yeah, now
the only thing is that it didn't just stop. Like, I mean, it didn't like, we kept, at least now we're like, back right. So it's like,
yeah, but
I don't know
when
if that's
it happened
say,
at the time, like when it happened in real time, like that, it was definitely, that was tough all the way around.
Yeah, I was angry, bro.
You,
because I was mad as hell. Because I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, I just want my dog back. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, nah, nigga, nah.
Yeah, nah.
But then it's like,
the
nah,
principality.
Right. But then like it's like the more time passed by was like my animosity, my anger, and whatever unwarranted resentment that I had, it like subsided. But now so much time had gone by that it was like, nigga, I can't even hit him like, yo, bro.
Men in their pride.
And then one time you rode down Hall Street, and you just kind of was like, in the whip.
Yeah, it was you and Sky outside.
Yeah, yep.
I remember.
And I was like, he said hi. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah.
I was like, wait. He said hi. I'm like, is that an olive branch? Like, should I reach? You know what I'm saying? That's funny.
For me answering that, yeah. Again, for me, it was definitely me and his falling out.
Yeah.
I think for me, a lot of them are actually tough, but with how close we were, from speaking all the time to doing business together. I mean, me and Vonnie I can't even say at the height, because I think that our relationship now is going to even
definitely
higher heights.
Yeah.
But
highest of highs.
Yeah. At that point, it was definitely like that shit was anger. Yeah,
I remember
all that
having, because I don't want to say I was the middleman, but
for a second,
actually, before you even get started, because that's what made it even more difficult. It's one thing when you're friends with somebody, y'all have a falling out, and you don't have to ever see them, deal with them, hear about them again. But when you have a fallout with a friend that's friends with your friends, your other friends, like
and why you bringing them up? Like
that's like come, this nigga will tell you one of Vonnie's merch hats, and I'm annoying. Like if you guys don't know by now, petty like I'm petty, but I do it intentionally to be funny sometimes. Like I just like to kind of get a rise out of people.
Playing.
Yeah,
I'm not playing, but at the same time, like I am. I just want to. I remember
he's not that ass serious. He's like, oh, you got.
I was like, nigga, if you don't take the ops, I'm like, take the motherfucking And like, he was like, oh shit, I didn't even know. I'm like, bro, it's not that serious.
I'm not.
I just wanted to see what you were gonna say. It was funny to me.
Yeah.
But nah, like
I've always got somebody's stuff on.
It's funny because for me, it's like I always kind of play mediator when it comes to this kind of stuff, because as you get older, you realize like, yo, these friendships aren't easy to come by, especially when you just kind of know that there's real friendship there. So I remember having a conversation with him, and I'm like, obviously you guys fell out over like more business stuff than personal stuff. And I'm like, I asked him a question. I'm like, were you guys friends based on business? And he's like, no. I'm like, then y'all need to mend that friendship.
Right.
That's something that like I just felt like was very important, because one, I'm kind of, like I said, in the middle, and it's like
I kind of like that. I like that segue too, because how do you maneuver through business with friends? We literally know, like it's a thing, like what they say, don't mix
business with pleasure.
Yeah,
it's tough. I think it's all about, first off, for you have to trust yourself that you're able to maneuver through that. At least for me, right? Like I would imagine if you have too much of an ego or whatever, it's always gonna, at some point the resentment and all those things are gonna show up.
Yeah.
I try to think of it outside of that, because it's not easy to separate it, but it is able to be separated. You know what I mean? So I just try to work on that, because we've clashed. We don't clash so much because you're not very you're not a confrontational person. You not so much, and you not so much. I'm with the shits. Like
I'm with the shits.
Yeah. So if you get me there, we're going, and I'm on the way.
I'm with the shits.
You know what I mean? So
not to me too.
I want to be.
No, but I'm not mad at it. It's a lot.
I'm playing. I just felt like
I want to be clear though, because there's not many times, and I can say this happily, where I've did some foul shit, I did some fake shit, I did some shit where it's like, oh shit, I'm definitely a foul type of nigga. I don't really have those type of situations, so I'm happy to say that.
Yeah, I've never, and
that's a fact.
I love that you said that. So I've had friends, and I wonder if you guys have had these experiences where you know someone that has a bad rap for doing weird shit,
And you let
but
it slide.
you've never experienced it, so
And you let it.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Not even you let it ride, but you overlook.
I don't necessarily overlook it. I just don't want to take other people's experiences and make it my own. So it's like, he ain't never did that shit to me, or she ain't never did that shit to me. So I don't want to sit here and
like, they've always been good to me.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't want to align them with what I've heard.
Yeah.
Do you guys have friends like that? And have those friends ever crossed that line? Because I finally got that line crossed over at some point, but it never happened initially. It's just like,
I have the exact opposite. I think I've had friends that stopped fucking with me because of what somebody else said. Like, and we were cool, like, hung out often.
But they heard something about you and then got weird?
Yeah. I want to divulge a little bit.
What they hear?
Well, glad you asked. No. Well, at one point, of about 5+ years ago, there was a
5+ years ago. I'm putting math together. Let's do
You already know where I'm at with it.
I don't know, but let's keep talking.
Well, there was a baby.
Brenda?
A baby that was said to have been mine, right? And baby's not mine, by the way. But there was a baby that was said to be mine, and then that person went and told a whole bunch of people that was my kid. I wasn't taking care, blah blah blah. No appointments. No, I'm a deadbeat. Everything, and it came out. Obviously, the baby was not mine, which I knew from the very beginning. But I handled it graciously because I'm like, I don't want to embarrass. Like, I'm not here to embarrass nobody. And you and I had a lot of conversations around that time too, and you know that I was purposely quiet, just chilling, and came out, wasn't mine. A bunch of my friends stopped rocking with me, and then one of them hit me up like, yo bro, like, oh you got 4 kids now, right? Blah blah blah. And I was like, no. I'm like, bro, I got 3.
So this would have been the 4th kid if that was your kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, and it was like, no, like, that's not, no, I had
And those were never your friends.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. But I think there was more like a choosing, maybe trying to appease homegirl or whatever the case might have been. Like, you know, sometimes things is weird like that, trying to get close or whatever the case may be. And
especially when there's
a child involved,
a woman.
Yeah,
I was about to say.
I was about to say the P word.
Yeah, pussy involved.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. And I don't know if it ever got to that point, but you know, niggas be thirsty. Yeah, right. So, but it was like, I lost friends that, like, again, I thought we were super cool. I was there for them in their dark times, and it was like, bro, like, it came out, it wasn't even mine, and like, nobody apologized. Nobody said, yo, bro. One person apologized.
Well, that's good.
One person apologized, and he was low key my dog the entire time, but he apologized for believing it. But he didn't switch up. But he was, matter of fact, you know him. Should we shout him out? Yeah, is that weird? My dog Devontae, bro. Solo D. Yeah, Solo D. My dog, like, that's one person that I'm like, bro, like, he kept it 100 from the beginning. He was like, bro, I don't know what's going on, blah blah blah. But
at least he kept it.
I think that whole situation all the way around is weird. Like, it's not like a year went by without you quote unquote doing anything. It's like she was, okay, whatever. Those wasn't your friends for sure.
100%.
For me, I think that
gunshot.
I'm trying to be mindful of what I said. I think
that was me. That was for me.
Yeah, okay. You better hope they don't hear this, because then they gonna be on your ass like white on rice.
Oh, no.
That's okay if they hear it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just talking, but he knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's like, I've seen some shit, witnessed some shit. Obviously, again, the context is it's not happening to me, but to other people.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Whenever situations like that happen, I definitely take a step back, and I'm just like, okay, if you could do this to that person,
so
ain't nobody safe.
Yeah, but how do you maneuver through that? Like,
this. Eyes the fuck open. What?
I guess that's fair.
What?
Fair. Absolutely. I'm not mad at that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And maybe that's just me kind of being a little...
You're saying you like to give people the benefit of the doubt.
I do like giving people the benefit of the doubt because, one, I don't know what the hell's out here being said about me. When I leave this earth, I would hope that people look at me and be like, this was a stand-up guy. Yeah. But you just don't know what people really think about you. And I don't know if those people knew necessarily what people thought about them. But it's like, I never had that. I was never aligned with that thought process. And you've never given me a reason to. So I don't want to, because I get fueled by that. Like if I thought about it, I'd be like, this nigga's a little weird. But it's like, why am I saying that if I never personally experienced it?
Go ahead, Amara.
I think that when it comes to people, one person saying it's like, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not even.
But then it's just like when you personally tell you a story, and it's just like,
it's like we're talking about like real experiences.
I'm talking about I watched.
Oh, you do some weird shit.
I saw this whole thing play out.
Yeah.
I know the pieces to like.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about hearsay. I'm talking about.
I kind of want to take some accountability.
Nah,
you do?
it's too many.
I'm feeling convicted a little bit.
Well, put the camera on my man's over here.
Good thing I have my glasses on.
Go ahead.
I don't think that I've always been the best friend.
And what? Break that down. Have you been a bad friend or not the best friend?
I think I've been a bad one in some regard. I'm not gonna put a timeline on it because I don't want anybody to add it up. Those who know will know. But I've pillow talked a little bit.
Okay. But is that a bad friend? Or
yeah, because I pillowed it. Well, because it like, nah.
We can speak.
I pillow talked a little bit about my brother right here. A little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like to females or
pillow, for sure. It wasn't like, yep.
I don't think that's a bad friend though. You're thinking that you're talking about confidant.
No, I mean it in a sense of like I expect more from myself, and I respect our friendship way too much to have allowed anything, whether me and him were going through it at whatever point, to ever come in between that. Especially just a late night, I'm just talking to somebody on the phone type stuff.
You feel the same?
What?
You feel the same?
Like, do you feel like I'm like I could have been a better friend to you?
As far as him pillow talking, do you feel like he crossed a boundary by doing that?
I feel like I know exactly what he's talking about, and with that specific situation and dynamic, as he's doing a good job painting, like he said, late night on the phone.
I think I need more context because right now it don't sound.
I think you want more context.
He's very clear. Like he's very clear as to what he's saying. Late night on the phone. Outsider.
Yeah.
Perfect. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Outside person.
Yeah.
We're not talking about me and him got into it and he called Walk and said, yo, such and such and such and such.
It triggered on my nerves.
Levels, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's where you're kind of getting at. Like there's levels to this whole pillow talking thing. Because I know, and it's funny. On the way here, I'm literally thinking like, yo, what could I say about myself is probably like a downfall as far as being friends. But like I'm the type of person where if me and Amara have a situation and we whatever, I'm gonna call Walk and say, "I'm sorry, guys."
You good.
I'm gonna call Walk and say, "Yo, like, you know, me and Amara had a situation and this is what happened. This is how I feel about it. What do you think?" Right? Now, I'm pretty sure that you could possibly feel like this nigga be doing too much. Like he might be pillow talking. That's a bad term for this.
But I don't feel.
But someone would feel that way. Like, why the fuck this nigga, like, we got a problem and he's going to Walk and talking about.
Yeah, it definitely depends on the person.
Right.
If it's a person that you know is just like, why would you're being weird. Like, why are you talking to a person that you know doesn't like me and you're telling them about a falling out that we had?
Right.
I like her, by the way.
You're trying to basically, like, create an alliance.
Exactly.
Exactly. Totally.
And that's
so that wasn't the case, at least not to my knowledge. But it didn't help. It just wasn't. Yeah.
It was unnecessary.
And again, this was years ago, and the growth since then, I like to say, has been.
I don't think we've had a situation like that.
Nah.
We sort of kind of did, but I don't even think that you was at the. It was. I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah, no. We would never do that.
We're aware of the mutual friend at one point that we had.
Well, maybe I don't know. Who knows? But like, way too much, or too many. Not too many times to count. But I mean, like, one time too many is what I want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, I want to apologize here on the Nun The Wizer podcast. Because that's not it.
The apology. But you did. We've had this conversation. He's addressed it.
Yeah.
We even spoke about it.
Probably mad times since then.
Like
recently.
Yeah, like weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's that.
Yeah. Yep. Boom.
But I appreciate the accountability. I think that was
I definitely
huge.
think that was very big
huge.
of you to put yourself on Front Street like that and acknowledge that. I don't think I've personally had those type of issues. I'm very much a person that tries to play fair. Like if I don't care how close we are. If you tell me something, I'm like, brother, you're wrong. Mm-hmm. I try to align myself in that space. I'm pretty sure I've done some weird shit when I was younger. That probably was tasteless. I can't divulge in it because I just don't remember. I don't try to practice that.
Yeah.
Because I'm an only child, I take my friendships very seriously. So I do get very injured when I feel like something is not right.
Chest,
you know what I'm saying? It feels very personal because I feel like I go out of my way to value the friendships that I have. That's not to say that I've never been in a position. We've had situations where I fucking lashed out at you guys and you're like, nigga, you're going a little crazy. And I had to like back up and be like, oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really
but I think that's normal.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But it's like
that's definitely
because I value the friendship, I was able to receive the fact that I was tripping.
Right.
You know what I mean? Versus like if I didn't really fuck with y'all, I'd be like, no, y'all niggas is tripping.
Do you think that you having a friend break up with somebody was more hurtful because of how you view your relationships?
Absolutely. For me, it's like to know that you've invested so much time and like not just time, but it's like you really build a relationship and a bond with someone, and it's like to just have that kind of just dissipate over something that you feel could have been discussed or worked over. It just shows the lack of value that person had for you, which makes you question the value of yourself. And I'm like, no, I'm a valuable motherfucker. It can't be me. So that's what makes me get over it a little easier, but it doesn't hurt any less because at the end of the day, it's like you've done a lot of stuff with these people, had a lot of connections. And I mean, in some cases, you still run into these people because you have so many interconnections with them because they're friends with your friends and your friends, but then you're not friends. And it's like, how many times do you got to play the bigger person to try to make this work? I'm kind of out of energy for that. It's like at some point, when do I become valuable enough for you to become the bigger person? And
I feel like I've dealt with that a lot too. But can you ask the question that you asked him again?
Wow.
You don't remember?
It was something along the lines of if you feel like you were more hurt by the relationship because of the effort that you put into it.
Yeah. So 1,000%. I think he answered that question pretty good. But that's my thing. Like I'm a diehard type of friend.
Yeah.
So for me, that shit hurts like on fucking 10, like 1,000.
A few people left for him.
What'd you say?
I said, be a few people left for him.
Yeah. So with that being said, like when shit goes south, especially because again, like I could wholeheartedly say like I'm not the type of nigga where someone can say you did me dirty, you did me wrong, you crossed the line. Maybe like when I'm upset and I could say certain things, maybe like in that regard I might threaten you or a casual suck my dick or something like that. But that's it.
Casual suck my dick is crazy.
I want to apologize to you, Bonnie. Which because he was definitely like this nigga. That was the boundary.
Yeah, that was
Bonnie
the
was like,
straw that broke the camel's back.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, again, like I'm not really the type of person where somebody can say that I really violated them. So for me to constantly feel like I'm on the receiving end of being violated, it's just like, nah. And then for each time, it's a different person. What? Yeah. It's like cutting the same wound.
Yeah.
Literally. Like, here we go, fucking again.
Yeah.
Again.
Do you ever, because I've had experiences where it's like you people take advantage of your kindness, does it make you want to not be that person anymore?
Nigga, I was just about to say, let's talk about the friends that you can't wait to get rid of.
I can't like change who I am as a person. I'm naturally a person that's going to reach out, want to help, and do all those things. And some people take that and they manipulate it to the biggest degree for their own benefit.
Yeah.
And I know we've all heard the saying, nice guys finish last. So me, I'd rather finish last every time rather than become somebody that I don't want to be, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to finish last, obviously, but it's like I just can't see myself being on the opposite side of the spectrum, being a person like the person that fucked me over.
Yeah. I think that's too far.
I don't think that it's in me to like intentionally be different. But I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like, I've definitely said to myself, bet, especially with the year 2022, 2023.
Yeah, those
y'all know there's friends in and out, in and out, in and
Boundaries.
out. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Niggas got me fucked up, and I'm not letting nobody else. But ultimately, like, again, just the type of person I am.
It's like, you'll see the red flags and you know they're there, and it's like, just because of who you are as a person, it just doesn't, you still want to see the best for that person, even though that they might not reciprocate that energy.
I'm usually somewhere living in between that space where it's like I'm a people pleaser of like my friends. I want everyone to like
win.
Yeah, but also to like and like, you know,
like you.
Yeah. So then it's like I don't want to shun anybody. I don't want anyone to feel like left out. But then I also want to be like appreciated too. So then it's like so I'm a people pleaser, but I want to be appreciated. So it's like it gotta be both way. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not, then it's like now I'm like, all right, nigga, like you gonna have to.
Yeah, I like that you said that, because I'm with all of the situations, and I think I was talking to you about this maybe like a month ago or so, but I genuinely you know, y'all know what the fuck was going on. I want to be liked. I very much so want to be liked. I don't want there to be the constant, like you said, there's people out here saying all kind of shit about me. I know that for a fact. Everybody that I've fallen out with, they have their perspective as to what the fuck happened, although that was not how it went. I'm very self-aware. I know my downfalls. Y'all can say the same shit. Trip was aggressive. Once things didn't go how they should have went, you know, he definitely was irritated. Like that's it. That's as far as that goes.
Right.
He might have threatened me. That's it. With that being,
wait.
Last got it crazy.
Wait, he might have said he was gonna beat my.
He did say that he was gonna beat my fucking ass, but
a couple times actually.
I can look past that.
But for those situations, and that's like not my go-to. However, I'm with the shits. That definitely used to be. It definitely used to be.
But it's like a parent almost. It's like it's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt
me more than I brought you into this world. I can take you out.
One thing about
I brought you into this circle.
I'll take you out.
I'll take you out this motherfucking circle. But that's not like,
because I don't play about tripping friends.
Okay,
y'all
really change that group name.
But yeah, like it's not really too many situations where, again, the things that are being said are actually factually like what happened, what transpired.
You think they're more saying what they feel instead of what happened?
Yes.
Oh,
we talk about that a lot, Vonnie, right?
Feelings.
I tell you, bro, and these are during like heated situations that we have. You're going based on how you feel and not what actually transpired. Those are two different things. I could feel like y'all motherfuckers don't fuck with me on this podcast. Y'all think y'all are better than me. Is that really what's going on? Like, yes.
Well,
all the time. But like,
depends on what day you talking about.
You could feel whatever. Like,
No, I mean that's absolutely true, and it's like it's interesting because and we don't have to get too divulging in here, but it's like we as a collective all address that as a feeling and not an actuality. Yeah. And yet that still turned into something that it didn't have to be if people were just self-aware.
Yeah. Well, that's that's a big one too. I mean, self-awareness is huge, but I also think that in friendship relationships, right? Like, let's say that I feel or you feel, whoever feels whatever. I think it's important for it to be communicated from the person who feels it, and then received by the person who may be the offender or whatever the case may like. And then if that's not what it is, for me to be like, oh nah, bro, like my fault. I didn't
understand that you feel, but that's I think so too. I think that's huge.
And then
it's also not easy to navigate through that when you're feeling it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Not always.
Then let's talk about it then, because that's part of the problem too. Like,
yeah, I agree. Most friendships,
we're speaking as 4 grown ass adults. Like, if you guys are friends with people, just anybody in general, but you guys are friends with people, like, I think that you have the responsibility to be able to express how you're feeling in a mature type of way.
Absolutely.
And for me, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like, go ahead.
I think sometimes it's easier said than done.
Absolutely. Especially when you're in that feeling. When you're in that feeling, and I'll say from my perspective, and I agree overall with what you're saying, but it's hard to be in your feeling, trying to express that feeling, and because you want me to see it from the visual of what's actually happened, it almost negates
what I'm feeling.
But that's why Vonnie said, like, it's imperative that when these conversations are being had, that the person obviously expresses how they feel, but there has to be a level of awareness where I understand that I feel this way about the situation, right?
Yeah.
And then for the person on the receiving end to receive that message, which is, again...
I think,
but again,
everything gets lost on, I think, the person who has to express, right? It gets lost there, depending on how they express it, but then it can really get lost on depending on how the person receives it. So if I'm like, yo, I feel like you don't really rock with me like you do a walk, you can be like, what do you mean, bro? Like, and instead of saying like, well, why do you think that?
Why? Yeah.
Is there something that I'm doing that makes you feel that way? As opposed to it being like, nah, that's not what it is.
Right. Or saying you're delusional.
It's kind of dismissive.
Right.
As opposed to it being like, well, if I'm feeling
been guilty. I think I've been guilty.
I've absolutely been
guilty
of that.
Like, you're bugging the fuck out.
And because in all sincerity, you're bugging the fuck out. Right.
Well,
so, but the other
like
part of it
in real life. In reality, like, you're bugging. Right. But there's a reason why, and I can understand that. Right. But I think to rebuttal to what you're saying, I don't think it matters how you feel, like, in real time when you're going through the emotions or whatever. You still have the responsibility to express, at very least.
If you're going to.
If you don't, right. Because I was about to say, if you don't, then what happens?
But I agree with that. But all right, I guess because again, it's happening in real time, and in real time, you're having real emotions.
Yep.
I think.
Can we like you? I want to use me because I think that, again, in real time when shit's happening.
But shit is not always comfortable. We clash, but we give each other a breathing room, whether we're resetting the room or doing something that allows there to be a processing time.
But I think that comes with practice.
You can't process in the moment when you're already feeling. Yeah. There has to be a moment of breathing.
It's like when the feelings.
But we're aware of that.
Yeah, when feelings are at an all-time high, like logic is at an
all-time low. Yeah. And it's just like, the worst time to really try to rectify something in that moment. Because only thing I'm thinking is how I'm feeling. I don't even give a fuck how you're feeling.
Yeah,
to be honest. So only thing I'm coming in guns blazing.
Right.
How I'm feeling. And I want you to hear how I'm feeling. You're not receiving how I'm feeling. And not only are you not receiving how I'm feeling, you're actually telling me that that's not happening.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't think that coming in guns blazing is.
No, I'm not saying it's proper at all. But I'm saying
but there's somebody out there that thinks that's still.
Yeah.
And as someone that was 1,000% like my character, like I'm gonna tell you what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And I go 100 miles per hour.
Right. So with you being that person, right? When you were that person, how did that work out for you most times? Did it work out in your favor?
Probably. I would say, like,
It depends.
It really does depend.
It depends on who you're talking to.
It depends on who you're talking to. It depends.
But that's because of the person being receptive to who you are.
Yes. Or because this is another part. Yes, man.
That part.
Yeah. Right. That part. Exactly.
So, and I learned very early on. Like I would say, like between 18 to 21, I started catching on that. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Niggas know how I'm coming, so they gonna just say whatever the fuck they yes, because they don't want to deal with.
Yeah. What happens when you say no?
Right.
And nobody. I mean, at least for me personally, like I don't want to be surrounded by a whole bunch of people that are just in agreement with whatever I'm saying.
Everything.
Because they're scared that I might come off a certain kind of way. Like that wasn't it. But yeah.
No, that's valid.
I think it's up to each individual to like decide whether or not they're going to be composed enough to have that conversation too, right? So like if I'm in my feelings and I want to express, but it's not going to come out the right way, then it's your responsibility, my responsibility to not talk about it right now. Yeah. Like there have been times I know like on a pod where we might have had a off pod, one in particular, where you didn't necessarily address you addressed the topic, correct? You addressed the topic, but didn't address the room, right? And I know that we had a conversation later on about it.
Yep.
Where I feel like you might have been a little more level-headed to even where I was in a place to receive, because I was here too. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
That's a perfect validation of his point, right? Where it's like you in that moment, you weren't hearing shit he was saying.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. it took us to stop the pod.
Yep.
Right.
Us to go home and figure it out. And then you have to figure out how to have this conversation.
Right.
In those moments where it's like everything's happening in real time, those are just dangerous conversations because again, everything's about the feeling in that moment.
That's a fact.
I also want to say that with that specific situation, it kind of goes back to the beginning part of this conversation where I checked in with counsel. Like, yo, this is what happened. You guys were there, whatever. Like, here's how I feel about it. What do you guys think? And you guys were able to help me kind of like to navigate through that. So it's imperative that you have that around you as well.
You definitely gotta have the people around you that know who you are, right? Because it's like if you around somebody you know how they are, it's a lot easier to navigate them because everyone's not the same, right? You know what I mean? Like you said, you're a lot more easygoing than Trip, not in a bad way, but it's like you're not as confrontational as me, as Trip or Amara. We're way more confrontational than you. So it's sometimes it's like not even it's to your detriment. It's like to me, I wish you'd speak up a little more. But I know coming to you, I'm like, yo, this didn't work out right. It's not going to be as uncomfortable as having a conversation with Trip because he'd be like, well, how the fuck we fix it?
Right.
What we about to do? And it's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? It's like
having a conversation with Vonnie is definitely easier.
It's a lot easier. But
go to Vonnie first.
Either or, I know the conversation with him, I'm ready. It's going to be a solution based. What the fuck are we doing? Conversation where it's like, I don't know how that happened. Let's figure it out. It's way more calm.
I don't know how that happened. I'm like,
so
what the fuck? What is going on? Like,
I know.
He's like, no.
no, right? Put that on a t-shirt.
You know what's funny? Because I said the same thing to her the other day. I was talking about getting B-Star, the creator of Baddies and Daddies, on here, right?
Yep.
And I know that when I address you guys with guests or whoever, ideas, topics, like y'all are a hard sell. Like I have to.
No, we are. We're definitely.
So I was telling her, I'm like, yo. First of all, she gave me my flowers. Hey, like you're kind of smart. You're a genius how you think of the angles, whatever. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, I give the credit to you guys because nigga, walks no. No. What?
But I feel like I can get away with that with y'all because like we're super close. I wouldn't approach it with everyone that way.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's like I know.
So I see what you're saying because I won't be like nah. I'll be like, well, make it make sense first. Like where is it gonna like for what? Why are we choosing this person?
Yeah.
Which I think you do a good job of even introducing. Well, I'm thinking this person because of this and this. And
no, he's definitely come.
Makes sense.
Which is why.
But I think he came with a few people who were just like, nah.
Because
Vonnie's like, yeah. Like, what do you mean?
No, there was one.
Vonnie is the type of person, like, here's Vonnie in a nutshell, right? As far as a friend. Like, you could send Vonnie I'm gonna use music because that's his thing. Right? So I could record, hey yo, we sitting around the campfire. I'm trying to go higher. Right? I'm gonna send him that, and Vonnie's gonna send me flames, fire. Fake ass nigga.
My mom, she says the same thing to me. She's like, I give people too much credit.
Yeah.
Where she's like, that wasn't good. Like, and I used to have a lot of artists come over to record with me.
Yeah.
And again, I was in the basement of my mom's crib, and thin floors, very thin floors. My mom could hear everything. So what I had when they had that auto tune on, it sounded crazy. My mom heard,
rolling eyes like this motherfucker.
She's out there like, yo, I went up there, she's like, G.
What's the old boy's name that was murdering all them people?
Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh,
grandma.
Yeah.
You see with the grandma? She's like, what the hell's going down?
Bro,
Hearing thumping and shit.
I went upstairs to use the bathroom. My mom said, G, are they almost done? I said, Mom, we getting paid. Just relax.
Right. And I think it has to do with with the lack of like confrontation. You don't want to have to be that person.
But it also depends. Like if the person came to me, they're paying the bread for it, right? And it's like I can't help. I can make it sound good sonically, like as far as like the EQ, the compression, all that stuff. I can make that sound good. I can't make you sound better. Then I'm gonna sit here and do what I can. That was the best take you got. Like let's do it. And then there's other people who I'm like, yo, do that again, because I know they can do it again.
Better,
See what I'm saying? So like, and they're like, yo, bro, is it bad? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty bad, bro. Do that again. And like, I bet. But it depends on.
But I'm the type of friend. I'm like not friend because we're not talking about friends right now.
Yeah.
For this topic, we don't get back to it.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person that's like.
Nah.
I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you're the constructive. It's like the direction's there.
Yeah, but you.
Trip is like,
he don't be constructive.
Home.
He'd be constructive like afterwards, but he's gonna say no first.
In my experience with him, specifically with music, he's very upfront, honest. Like, definitely needs to be cleaned up.
For sure.
Said maybe some writing classes.
Maybe. You know anybody that can sing that teaches?
Nah, listen. This man Trip, and I get it, and I get it because I can sing a little bit, but I can't sing a lot of bit. So Trip would be like, yo. That's pretty good, huh?
You always want somebody to sing. Shut up.
So Trip would be like, yo, you should do vocal lessons. And I know that I'm not terrible, and he didn't mean it that way. But I'd play him a song, and he won't say, yo, that's fire first. Or like, yo, I like it. He'll say, yo, like vocal lessons? And then he'll be like, after like 5 critiques, he'll be like, nah, I rock with it. I think it's dope. You did this fine. Like, but then it's like, bro,
the song is scraps.
I said, nah, bro, we're gonna.
I'm already.
We're gonna toss that one. Don't worry about it. It's gone.
What I do appreciate about that though, because the moment you send him a song and it's just like, yo, this is fire.
Oh yeah.
Then it's like, this shit's fire because that's the first thing he said. He didn't give me the other 5 critiques first. So I'm on to something, which I appreciate.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys.
No, you. I almost choked on my water earlier.
I wanna ask, right? Why do you guys think that the friendship breakups hurt? Like, all right, let me actually reverse. Do you guys think that a regular breakup hurts worse or a friendship breakup hurts worse?
A friendship,
and why?
I would say a friendship breakup for like. I don't know, like, how intentional are your friendships, right? Like, they kind of come so organically, whereas, like, you intend to, like, go out and date someone and it grows into a relationship. Those organic relationships where it's like, I've been friends with this motherfucker for 15 years.
Yeah.
How did you meet? I don't remember, but he's my best fucking friend. It just seems a lot more interpersonal, and it's just like, how did we get from that to not even being? So, for me, that hurts a little bit more, and plus, you can kind of see the downfall of a personal relationship. Like
there were red flags.
Yeah, there was red flags. And then, I mean, I don't know how many people you guys all are living in with you just see shit. It was like
different.
Yeah, it's like, God damn, bitch, you always leave your hand to sing. Or this, that, like things start to irritate you and you see things going downhill.
That's me, low key.
Whereas like,
I think that's all of us.
Yeah.
So now you're using my example.
He'd be like, yo, clean the sink. I'm like, I did. Like, what do you mean?
So it's just like those things where it's like either you're gonna grow, like you're gonna deal with it or you're not. But those things like you kind of see it happening. Like when at least for me, I didn't like see a lot of my personal friendships ending. It's just like they just vanished.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck? Like I was really cool with my boy Randy.
I like go ahead, my fault. You admit.
And I haven't seen this. Like we went to the inauguration together, when and then it just dissipated.
Yeah.
It, like I think if we seen each other, we still speak. But it's just like, what the fuck happened?
What happened? Yeah.
Those ones just hurt so much because you didn't see it happening. So you feel like happened.
So you feel like that one hurts more than the other one?
I don't think that
like as far as like in a relationship, I think it hurts a little less in a relationship for me personally because I see it happening. I see it going down.
No, I'm sorry. I said, do you feel like it hurts like it dissipating like that more than a confrontation and that's why it ended?
I think so because it depends on what the confrontation, like, you know, if you did some weird shit to me, I mean, it sucks but it's like, I can't fuck with somebody that's willing to do that to me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you.
I feel like those ones hurt.
For me, confrontational ones hurt the worst.
Yeah, me too. Because wild shit be said. It ended
because I had, like, it had to get to this point.
It had to.
Like,
okay. No, that's fair.
And again, me being a very, like, aggressive person, like, that's my personality. I'm more aggressive, alpha, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, when it gets to the point where it's like, nigga, I ain't fucking with you, whatever the case is, those hurt worse because it got to that point because there was a lack of accountability 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like,
I got a twist of a question.
Yep.
Which friendship hurts worse when it goes away, whatever? Ones that you grew up in where you don't even like remember when it started because it's been like sandbox stuff, or the friends that you chose?
Sandbox
for sure.
I don't think it matters. I think that because let's like weigh each side, right? Sandbox, they obviously know you for forever. They know your family. When we talk about the tree, right? The family tree.
Yeah.
You know, they know your cousins, families, auntie, grandma. Like, they all look at this person as family and shit too.
And then they bring it up.
They've seen
like,
all of your things.
Right.
They know they've been through all of the breakups with you, whatever the case is, right? But then with the people that you choose, right? It's still like, it could be the same thing. You still have them around. They know your deepest, darkest secrets. You share with them this. And that's where, for me, like, it all the weight is at for each side. Like, when you know things that nobody else knows, when you've seen things that nobody else has seen, like, okay, now...
Yeah, I think that's valid because I feel like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because it's like, I might have knew you from the sandbox, but it's like as we get older, there could be like, you know, we go in different directions.
Yeah.
But then you build these, like, if I start fucking with y'all for whatever reason or y'all start fucking with me, I think that would probably hurt more because we've done so much stuff together.
I think I'll be all right.
To grow. First off, you about to get out.
Honestly, it was crazy. I can't, like...
You can't what?
I can't imagine us not being friends. However, there was a time that it was a little weird between us.
What's the longest that you guys had a weirdness? Because I feel like
it was a week or two.
It was a week.
I don't even remember what the fuck that shit was over.
We were yelling at each other.
Oh, on Franklin fucking Field. That was
ghetto as hell. Tell this story.
I'm gonna tell it just because it's funny. Okay? I like to give people the little insights. Basically, I guess we can go by felt, but I did ask other people and they agreed.
I asked other people and they agreed too.
Oh, the shit.
No. And I agree with her side too, and she agreed with mine, which is that's what friendship is about. Understanding each other's like, just because I feel something and it did happen the way that I feel doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Two things could be true at the same time.
Absolutely.
Two worlds could exist. Exactly. Anyhow,
get to the part where who smacked who.
Yeah, so it's a family, like, gender reveal, whatever the case is. Good vibes. Everyone's drinking, whatever the case is.
Oh shit.
Drinking.
And it was a situation where Saja ended up about to go maybe to the store or something with them.
To the car.
Store.
She was getting chips.
It was a lot going on, and I was left with 2-year-old Dakota running around.
Yep.
Soraya was there, and my thing, like, when we go out and about is like, yo, these kids is both of ours. You shouldn't be left doing all the work. I shouldn't be left doing all the work. And I felt very overwhelmed. Again, Franklin Field, everybody's running around. Sis goes, and I'm just like, yo, you gotta. Our dynamic is we gotta communicate. We gotta be on the same page. I need to know when you're going to the store, when you're going to the car, because then I gotta keep eyes on them. Right? I gotta know what the fuck's going on. Anyhow, I'm talking to her. This one decides to chime in and talk about.
Don't make it seem like that.
No, that's what it was.
No.
She's gonna ask me or say to me basically like, I'm controlling.
No,
like,
that's not what I said.
So what'd you say?
Okay, so this is what happened because he this is what he feels again. But no, Saja was going to the car to get the kids some chips. She turned around. Del said, "Where are you going?" She said, "I'm going to the car." What? I'm going to the car. What? She's going to the car. Mind your motherfucking business. I'm talking to Saja. I'm like, Del, she said it 5 fucking times. It's aggravating. You keep asking the same fucking question. She's going to the car. And so we got into this heated it was really, he was talking to Saja. I chimed in because I was annoyed because it's just like,
why are you annoyed at me talking to my
I'm not gonna hold you. If I'm hearing the same thing that you should be hearing several times, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. Like, bro, what the fuck? She said she goes to the fuck out the same way. Probably.
Mind your motherfucking business and sit down. But they say I'm gonna use a belt on you to like. I'm talking to her. I clearly didn't hear what she said.
Amara, I'm with you.
Right.
I did not hear her.
4 times. I'm like, yo,
it's
going to the car.
Because I know how both of you are, and I know that aggravated the fuck out of you, and I know you were already aggravated, which is the only reason why that aggravated you.
Yeah.
And then, everybody minus me was drinking. I just got there, so that also added onto it.
Gerber baby.
But yeah, anyhow, that was that. And after that, I was like, yeah, I ain't. She stopped talking to me for a little bit. She was like, yeah.
She's like,
so I remember maybe a week later we went somewhere else again.
Nah, I feel like it was like 2 days later, and we went to the pool.
Yeah,
and
we didn't speak.
They're like walking by. I'm like,
okay.
Oh, y'all ignored each other?
I sure did. I know that, man.
Stay the fuck over there.
Y'all are petty as hell.
Nah, we really acted the same. Then he called me like, "Are you ready to talk?"
He's like, "It's been a long week."
Yep. Let's.
No, but those are the healthy, like, that's not even friendships. That's just family, like, on some shit where it's like,
because I don't want to make it seem like friends don't have awkward moments and disconnects or whatever. That's it. But like sometimes. That's actually funny. Next part of this conversation, like
that's funny as hell.
What are some situations where like you really should start to reconsider
the friendship, and if
oh, I love that question.
Yeah,
should I go first?
Sure. I mean, it don't matter.
I think at this juncture in my life, I should start. I start reconsidering the friendship. When I feel like I'm the one that's applying pressure to keeping it a friendship. I just, you know what I mean? If it's not a lot of reciprocal, like I don't look for a lot, right? I'm not expecting you to give me anything. I'm very self-sufficient. But it's like, if you always need in a friend, like, you know what I'm saying? There needs to be some kind of like balance. So if I just see that I'm always there for you, but if I ask you to like support something that I have going on, you can't make it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because I want to take accountability for that too. That is one of my downfalls over the last like few years, and something I've been trying to be very intentional about changing. I don't be showing up like I should be.
I forgot about that.
Me and my brother.
Because I tried to change that. I was trying to be very intentional. I gave myself a little bit of time after that birthday party with the fireworks.
Yeah.
You know.
You did a good job. That was a great birthday party.
Me and my brother, he's not my blood brother, but this is my brother.
Yep.
And we got into a falling out because I lived out far. Not one time did he ever visit my apartment. I felt a way about that. Because when he had his apartment, we lived exactly the same fucking distance. Exactly the same. Because you live where you live, I live where I live. There's no difference. if I can make it to you, you can make it to me.
Yeah.
When it's time for you to make it, oh, well, no one told you to move out that far, this, that, and it was a whole lot of stuff. I said, nigga, I will never ask you ever again to come to my apartment.
Right. Yeah.
And also there's times like, remember that day, Drop Zone is the name of that app that we're working on.
I said drop something.
And that day you came, I asked my brother to come. He didn't come. He wanted to go swimming or do whatever he was doing. I really wanted him to show his face there, and because in that moment, like he was doing music and he was, like I thought it would have been a good gesture. Mm-hmm. I called him out on all this shit. I'm like, bro, I feel like I show up for you way more than you show up for me.
Okay, so first things first is the lack of somebody showing up for you. Like when they constantly keep showing up, that's one way.
Yeah.
That's one situation where you probably need to reassess.
It was definitely a reassessment, but he took accountability for it after I acknowledged it. You know what I mean? Yep. And we're way too deep in for me to let that break, but it was something that needed to be acknowledged.
It was bothersome for
real. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's something that was pissing me off.
I don't like that because I don't care how deep we are into something. Like if you continue to keep doing the same thing, big or small. Yeah. If
it was like, but then this nigga also basically helped me move everything out of my apartment last week. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I get it, and like I have to be fair that he's going to, like, he had lost his car, and there was a whole bunch of things that were going on his end that I wasn't necessarily acknowledging.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's like I also got to be aware in that moment. But those are big things. Like if you're not showing up for me in the times where I feel are most important to me, consistently, not a one-off. Like, you know what I mean? But if it's a constant thing and it's like you're still doing it, then it's like there's some reevaluation that has to go on. And if I'm sharing this feeling with you and you're not acknowledging it, then it's like, all right.
But do you guys understand why now I said like we really have the responsibility as grown-ass adults when we feel something to address it?
No, absolutely.
You have to. Otherwise, you don't give the person the opportunity to
reevaluate or correct themselves.
I'm going to go and say, for me, the second thing is lack of accountability. Like, that is majority of the reasons why I've ended friendships or they've ended on that, or whatever you want to call it. But lack of accountability for me,
very important. Like if you can't take accountability for things you like, I have an aunt right now I don't speak to because she's not aware of how she makes people feel, and it's like if you can't see how you're affecting people, then we have a problem. That was terrible. We have a problem because I don't. We share bloodline, but I don't need you for anything. So it's like, if you want to be here, you can't treat people like shit. Yeah. And then you go, well, I have this going on. I'm bipolar. No, I don't give a fuck what you are.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I can't fuck with you because you don't bring anything in my life that's positive.
Yeah.
And I just can't, like, I'm just at a space in my life where I love peace. I want growth. I want to be around people that want growth. Good vibes, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you're not bringing any of that energy in, why are you here?
I was gonna say the only thing that I think puts me in a place where I'm like distancing myself from friends is I mean, all of what y'all said for real, but also
so far we have
accountability, and not showing up.
So not showing up.
Yep.
Lack of accountability.
Yep. And then I lost it.
I think another one is
give yourself a second.
Secretly hating somebody and being friends with them at the same time.
Oh, the envy thing. Shit. Yeah, envy is a motherfucker.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah,
that one right there.
Envy is a motherfucker. Yeah, I've
I don't know about that.
You know what's crazy? Because
I
get such a good feeling seeing people win. It's like, yo, I know this nigga, and this nigga's doing all the things he said he was gonna do. Or she said, like, that's
I feel
fire.
Like I recently just went through that.
Like, so to see somebody that like is in your face smiling, but secretly like, oh, this nigga thinks he's better. It's like,
oh, I found it. Sorry.
All right, go. Give it to him.
I was over here really like, all right, so it's the friend, right, who hits you up only when they need something,
the worst.
or when they're going through something, and it's like, I used to hit up Rari a lot, right? And me and Rari used to talk all the time. And I would hit him up and I'd be like, oh, bro, you got a second? He'd be like, yeah, what's good? And I'd be like, are you in the mood to listen? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. And I would ask him that every single time because people would call me. I answer, yo, what's good, bro? And like, yo, bro. And it just go ranting. And I'm like, wait a minute, you didn't even check to see if I was in the space or if I had the mental capacity.
Anything,
yeah, like I might have a lot going on and I don't really have that for you right now.
Right.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? So like people who just completely are inconsiderate of what you might be going through and then don't even read the room enough to like
or even ask you what's going on.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, all you gotta do is say, hey, bro, how are you?
So
and then you can kind of like decide whether or not you want to continue. I might be like, damn, bro, honestly, I just lost my whoever. And I know you called a rant, but at that moment, it's your job to go, yo, bro, I'm sorry about that. I'm just calling to check on you. Yeah. And you got to take that somewhere else. Yeah.
Right.
You can't go, nah, bro, that sucks, bro, my fault. But yo, listen, it's like, nah, bro, like people
and
like
that. I like that because I'm big on. Okay, yeah, you laid it in.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that for myself. Yeah, bro.
So just tell me what's going on.
No, I love it because he'll hear the kids in the background like, yo, you good? Like,
it's a good time. Like,
yeah, it's a good time. And I'm like, now you good? Like, all right, cool. And then the kids start yelling, yo, bro, just call me back when you get a second. Like,
so far we got not showing up, lack of accountability, and thinking that the world revolves around you.
Yeah, and just inconsiderate
and envy.
And envy.
And that. Yeah, like I said, tough. I feel like
envy's a dangerous one, though.
That's a dangerous one.
I recently went through that.
Envy's a dangerous one.
And it just creates a weird ass dynamic. You got motherfuckers trying to fucking bump chest with you and
sizing you up, trying to see what you're doing.
And everything's a competition. Yeah. That's a whole nother one. Yeah. Like competition.
Trying to one up you.
I'm okay with friendly competition. I think it builds character for all people involved, but I don't want to be in competition with you.
Bro,
I want us to be competitive collectively.
Friendly competition is you coming in here and saying, yo, I got the intro because I'm gonna do it better than you, Vonnie, right?
Yeah.
And then it's me doing the intro, that one pod, and then you saying, bro, you did like a really good job.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
That's like where it's like, yo, like we're kind of pushing each other. Yeah. Like, yo, this thing is trash, bro. Like
you did do a good ass job that time too.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah. But no, like because it's again, we're all building each other in that moment. But if it's just like, oh, this nigga's trash.
All it takes is one too. Yeah. In a group, all it takes is one to throw the whole shit out of whack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta really like be be aware, I think, of who you are as a friend.
Yeah.
In whatever circle, that can be your family going home. Like even with the kids, bro, I had to do the same thing. They're not my friends first, but we still have a friendship.
Right.
So I have to be aware of who my kids are.
Actually, what can I piggyback off that?
Yeah.
All right, because when it comes to friendships with your children, where is the line drawn? Where is the line drawn?
My son's 6. I don't really have a
friendship with him. There's still a respect factor. But the thing about that is like, so the way that I explain it to my kids is like, I respect and expect, right? So it's like, I respect you guys to be 13, 10, and 5. Yeah. He'll be 14 this year.
That was pretty good. I don't know why. Whenever I talk about my kid's age, what?
No. Wait a minute. I might have stuttered. If we play it back, if we play it back,
y'all have a lot of them. Y'all got like a little litter.
Yeah. If we play it back, I might have stuttered a little bit. But so like I'm like, for Micah again, like we have a friendship to where it's like I understand when he's a bit flustered and how he reacts when he's flustered. So I'm not gonna come dad mode like, yo, I said to. Because like as a father, sometimes a lot more times we lean toward disciplinarian, right? So it's like, but I want him to understand that I'm not just here to dictate, like, because you have to grow into a kid who can think on your own. Right. You can't just be like, oh, my dad, like no, like I want you to have a small amount of fear, right? But a healthy amount, and the other parts of it being respect. and knowing what's expected of you.
My grandmother always used to say, "Fear leads to respect." That was like her thing. And I didn't get it as a kid, but I totally get it as an adult. Yeah. So I
don't agree.
I mean, it's again a healthy healthy amount of.
I will say
fear.
this: I was scared of my mother. I feared my grandmother, and that's two very different things.
Yeah.
My mother scared me. I was like anxiety. She's about to beat my ass. I feared disappointing my grandmother. Right. There was a fear of like her seeing me differently than I wanted her to see me.
Clean up on aisle
I didn't have that feeling with my mom. I was just scared of her. She was very masculine, like beat my ass type of thing. My grandmother might pop me in the mouth for like talking back or something, but I feared letting her down. Like so I always wanted her to see me in a certain light.
It's good.
Hey, that was good. No, that was good. That was good. Because at first he was like we were all like, nah, like fear, you know what I mean? But nah, that was good.
So
I agree.
For me, I think that the line between parent and child friendship, we're not friends until
is it a thin line?
Job is done.
Would you find it to be a thin line, the friendship to parent ratio?
No. I mean, obviously, I can't answer that question.
Well, for you, just answer for you.
For me specifically, like, there gotta be, that line is thick as fuck.
Okay.
Because I've seen too many times where it just, when you lead with friendship, it does not work how
you can't lead. You can't lead with friendship. Like that's number one, because a lot of parents, from what I've seen, are trying to be their kids' friends. Yeah, and that's when the kids are like, "Shut up, mom."
Yeah. It's just no level of like, it's just no level of respect.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think that's what like my daughter, her mom have experienced. Yeah. Like, and she said like, "Yo, I think the problem is for too long, I've been trying to be her friend. I treated her like my best friend, and it ain't it. It ain't it." So, however, with that being said, I think we talked about this like months and months and months ago, but like I think that college days, like that's around that age, when you're like, that's when it's like, what? All right, so from 5 to 13, my job is to say, listen, you got to go to bed at this time. Like, you got to go to school. You got to get your grades. You got to kind of dictate, right? Yeah. And then from 13 on, it's like, all right, like.
Well, yeah. See, I'm somewhere. I'm struggling a little bit with Haley. Right.
So before you do that, I'm gonna. So we may finish with this. What would a friend breakup be with your child? Oh, wow. I'm sure that's tough.
Impossible for me.
No, that's possible.
It's very possible.
Wait. Oh,
Del.
You mean like your child is no longer
that's
your
it.
friend?
No more nice guy.
Yeah. So where you're at the point where,
it just goes back to respect.
But no, like where they broke up with you. They don't.
Oh,
I've done that.
You've had that. I'm pretty sure we've all had experiences like, I do not fuck with my parents. I used to come to my house for 3 months straight, and I would go out of my way to make sure I didn't speak to my mother. Yeah. I would make sure. I would speak to everyone except her.
Honestly, like I really like that question. I like that hard. A lot. Obviously, it's a little weird because like to think of again the friend aspect is a little whatever, but. With that being said, I've definitely been through that, and it sucks. It's just like everything else we're talking about. It really does suck. You want to be liked. You want to be the parent that's whatever. But for me personally, I don't give a fuck about nothing. Like certain shit is just more important than caring so much about you liking me right now. Right. Especially when you don't like me because I had to set boundaries. I had to make shit clear. Like. I'm the dad. You're the child.
You're me, Mom.
You're not gonna agree with everything that I said.
Right.
I don't care about that. But obviously, like even that is like surface level. You have situations where, and I'm gonna use you. Like I'm pretty sure you could stand on business with those situations with your mom.
Absolutely.
I know with me and my mom, like there are certain dynamics that have transpired where it's like, nah, I gotta. Yeah, you stay over there, I'm over here, type shit. So,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it hurt. Like I did,
it hurts. Yeah.
I did it with intent, but I just wanted her to feel a little bit of how she makes me feel. And she felt it, but it made me feel like shit to do it. Because me and my mom were we had a good relationship before she passed, which I'm blessed that we got into a good space. But we used to clash all the time. And I was tired of like being the person that was always on the shitty end of it. So I'm like, let me give you a little taste of your own medicine.
Yeah, because you got me fucked up.
It didn't feel good, but it also didn't feel good to make your mom feel like that either.
Yeah.
Well, I think that is literally like that sums up how I feel in general. Like I really, although it might seem like I said I'm with the shits, whatever the case is, I genuinely hate the fallouts. I don't like, because why does it got to be like that? If it could be peaceful, I would much rather that. Obviously, again, that doesn't mean it's gonna be perfect. We won't always agree or whatever. But like, nah, I don't want to be at odds with anybody, with friends, with siblings, with kids, with whoever. Like, nah.
Right.
Y'all hear that?
That's not it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Anytime that there's been a dynamic where shit has fallen off, even again with me and you, like I know where I went wrong in that dynamic. Yeah. However, with that being said, like obviously we already addressed it. We had a conversation. I felt like at that moment you did not do your part as a friend, which was acknowledging that the business side was gravely affecting our friendship due to the lack of whatever, right? So with that being said, it was just like a situation where ultimately I took a step back. I thought about it over and over and over and over.
I think that's the worst part.
Again, right?
Just running it through your head.
Running it through your head. But it's the worst part, but at the same time, I don't think if I had the time to sit there and think and to talk to you about what happened, you know, to get perspectives and like, again, what's important. You asked very valid questions. Was you guys' friendship business based or was it real? Like
that was another question I asked about that comment you made. We won't say again. I asked, would the best version of yourself has said that?
Right.
And I think that's what really was like the trigger. Like, I don't think the best
I would have handled.
But what if you guys never had walk to connect you guys back?
I think eventually we would have.
I think they would have figured it out.
But I also
took you longer though.
I think by now we would have spoken. I think so.
I don't. Yeah, because like walk was good for, again, the perspective side. At least for me, I don't know what you guys' conversation was like, but I know for me, like even talking to him, it definitely opened me up to like even wanting to have the conversation. But I think. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we're here now. But
honestly,
you're welcome.
It really appreciate it.
My disconnect was just accountability. I felt like, bro, I'm good. And we didn't have just one fallout. We've had a few, and a lot of them. I don't mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of them were based off of again, like what we're talking about right now, friendship or relationships, and then blending it with the business. Where I feel like you were a lot more business minded, where I was more relationship driven. So for me, it was like I was looking for.
Not always.
Mostly, I'm saying I was looking for like if I was going through it, I was looking for like understanding and like someone to be like, bro, nah, I feel you. Like, you know what? And he was like, yo, what? This has to get done. Yeah. And so for me,
no. For years, I was definitely understanding, but then I definitely,
it got to, and again, rightfully so, because your job as a manager,
right,
was to manage, even despite what I had going on. I know, but we have to get this done. And if I'm not, you're slacking.
Right.
And now it's no longer like I want to even hear what you're talking about. Like you're slacking. And if you're not serious about it, then go somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for me, who was looking for like, you know what I'm saying, like just understanding at that time, it was like, for me, I was like, damn, bro, like, nah. But you were right. Like, all in all, like, again, like us fusing business means that business has to be there.
Right.
I was looking for just a relationship.
Yeah.
Like my friend. No, be my friend. Like not my manager, not my this, you know, my friend. So
I don't think that you were looking for just a friendship. I think that you didn't understand that business still got to be.
I wasn't open to I wasn't open to that.
It was just one or the other.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode of the Nun The Wizer podcast. I have the big dog in the building. Make sure I say this clear and concise.
I'm gonna get some
My man
some
Big
barks.
Trip in his goddamn building. Give that man some claps.
You got him.
We got the audio extraordinaire to my left, Mr. Podcast Poe.
Yeah,
and we got the camera extraordinaire in the back, Miss. I'm Matt Amara, and of course you got me, Walter Domus. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Nun The Wizer. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Facebook, our not Twitter, our Instagram, our TikTok. Show as much love as possible. Ask some questions. Give us some feedback. Tell us what we can do
about you guys'
experience with friendships and breakups.
All that.
We would love to hear it.
Like, we would love.
We do respond back on our social media, so we will give you some insight on your responses. With that being, good.
If you're currently going through something and you need insight on what you should do, if you should break it off, how to navigate through a tough time, inbox us, and we would love to be able to have people give their advice, and that's that.
Nun The Wizer.